Di Maria, Mbappe and Neymar led the Paris Saint-Germain attack as Thomas Tuchel made some changes to his side as they welcomed Nantes to the Parc des Princes in week 16 of the Ligue Conforama. But the result was the same for the Parisians. Kylian Mbappe scoring a superb flick with the back of his heel after Angel Di Maria's service. And it was a moment of madness by Nantes which allowed Paris to get their second goal, a penalty after Lafont bundled Icardi over. The Argentinian on as a substitute, but it was his Brazilian teammate who converted Paris' second goal. Neymar with a strike, 2-0 for Paris. Marseille keep applying the pressure on the Parisians at the top of the standings. Morgan Sanson scored Andres Villas-Boas' side's first goal as they travel to the Stade Raymond Kopa to take on Angers. A first goal for Marseille and then a second late in the second half. Hiroki Sakai brought down and Dimitri Payet, the man of the moment, converting the penalty. Another good result for Marseille, who are just 5 points behind Paris. Bordeaux welcomed Nice to the Mahmoud Atlantic Stadium, and after a difficult start to the game which saw Bordeaux supporters remonstrate with the stadium's owners, Josh Meyer scored twice for Bordeaux. The Englishman even got a hat-trick in the second half with a superb individual finish. Nîmes really struggling to keep up. Paul Bernardoni in goal was left helpless on many occasions. Nicolas de PREVILLE getting his 5th goal of the season as Bordeaux romped in 6 goals against helpless opposition. Otavio helping himself to a brace. Bordeaux move up to 3rd in the standings. A real turnaround for Paulo Sousa, and that performance capped off by a brilliant strike by Otavio to score 6-0 against Nîmes. Rudy Garcia and Lyon will look to turn their fortunes around against a team that would be competing with them for European football. But after Marcelo's poor clearance, it was Christophe Galtier's Lille who got the only goal of the match. Ikone striking in from Victor Osimhen's service. Lille's first away victory of the season coming at the Groupama Stadium, and it could not come at a better time. After losing in injury time against Rennes, Claude Puel and Saint-Etienne were looking to respond against Nice. Patrick Vieira's side, who conceded an early penalty as Youssef Attal handled the ball in the area. Up stepped the man of the moment for Le Vert, Denis Bouanga, converting the spot kick. And despite a brief comeback by Nice, Dolberg getting in the equaliser after Rouffier's mistake, it was all Saint-Etienne from then on. Romain Hamouma confirming he is in excellent form. Fofana scored his first Ligue Conforama goal on the stroke of half-time before Denis Bouanga got his 7th of the season. 4-1 the final score. Montpellier keep on their pursuits of European football at the top of the standings, but it wasn't an easy game for them as they travelled to Dijon. The home side getting the first goal, but it was a very short-lived lead as Florent Mollet's deflected free kick went into the net. Nothing the goalkeeper could do. Teji Savanier then scored another wonder goal, one to add to his collection. A superb strike which gave Michel Dezacarian's side a 2-1 lead. But after the break, Navi Didi got the equaliser. He knew nothing about it, but in the end, 2-2 the final score. Rennes were looking to build on their good result against Saint-Etienne. Julien Stéphan's side, who could provisionally move into the top 4 with a victory. Adrien Hunou got the only goal of the game his 4th goal in his last 6 Ligue 1 Conforama appearances. In the end, a 1-0 victory for Rennes, somewhat against the run of play. Amiens-Reims was postponed due to bad weather conditions, too much fog on the night, and the match officials deciding that that game would be postponed to a later date to be confirmed. At the bottom of the table, it was an opportunity for Brest and Strasbourg, who started the day on 18 points to try and distance themselves from the bottom 3. Alexandre Mendy scored the first goal for Brest in what would be a very long and difficult afternoon for Thierry Lauré Strasbourg. Batocchio, the Italian, scored a lucky first, but there was nothing lucky about his second as he blasted in from range. Brest in the second half was simply irresistible, as time and time again they took advantage of far too much space. Mendy combining well, and Batocchio once again capping off the move to score Brest's first hat-trick in the league for 29 years. Batocchio once again involved. He got the penalty, and it was Ngoma who scored his first Ligue 1 Conforama goal to complete a 5-0 victory. At the bottom of the standings, Toulouse were looking to end a 5-game losing streak, but the home side conceded an early penalty. Jean-Kevin Augustin brought down, and Wissam Ben Yedder, Monaco's top scorer, converting from the spot kick. Another spot kick, this time the other way, gave Toulouse the equaliser. Maxilin Gradel brought down by Balotouré. Yaya Sanogo, the former Arsenal man, converting that one. But in the end, Monaco would find the resources to get the winner. Wissam Ben Yedder turning provider as he put the ball on a platter for Gelson Martins. Monaco win that one 2-1. We take a look at all the results from week 16. Marseille with an important win against Angers, which keeps up the pressure on Paris Saint-Germain. Lille get a big win against Lyon. Dijon draw to Montpellier. Paris win 2-0. At the top of the standings, Paris have a 5-point advantage over Marseille, who are pulling away from the other European contenders. Lille move up into 4th. They are followed closely by Saint-Etienne. And at the bottom, it is alarm bells for Toulouse, who have now lost their last 6 consecutive games. Nîmes, who were flattened by Bordeaux, drop into the bottom 3. Metz also in 18th place. Looking ahead at week 17, Lille entertain Brest in the opening game on Friday the 6th. Lyon travel to Nîmes, and Marseille will play against Bordeaux in the clash of the week.